down in my throat. Hello. This is gonna be interesting. I kind of intended this to be a video, but something inside me said, hey, you should stream this. See if anybody shows up. I mean, we'll see. If anybody wants to show up, yay. If not, that's fine. I'm more expressive as a video producer anyway, but hello, everybody. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Nixie. Oh, I've seen you. Nixie, you're second in command of Geek to Geek, I'm assuming. Yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by. Hello. This is Nintendo Power Covers Tier Chart. Because I couldn't think of any other way to celebrate 5 years of MDisc playlist as a video channel. But seriously speaking, though. Oh, just one of the streamers, huh? Okay. But you are still an integral part. You have your own channel in the Discord, so you are worth it. You are worth it. Oh, and heads up, Nixie, there's a wild bunny in here. But don't worry, I'm sure this bunny is gentle and doesn't bite strangers. Hi, bunny. So yes, Nintendo Power. Very, very instrumental to my childhood and my gaming library. Back in the day, it was the reason why I would get the ideas to rent games at the local warehouse in Southern California, because there were better alternatives to Blockbuster. Yeah, I would read the magazines and then get some ideas on what to rent, and then every Friday I would rent them. Some games I rented, not so good, but some games, treasured memories, treasured choices. And I owe it all to Nintendo Power. So without further ado, let's begin with the first... Oh, wait, actually, let me explain the tiers first. So, top tier, Crescent Fresh. That's the highest tier, highest quality. The cover looks amazing. I am judging all these covers by artwork, the quality of the artwork, and the use of headers. And I might be a little nitpicky because, true story, I worked on the yearbook, in the yearbook department of my university, and if it weren't for my profession, so to speak, I would have ran the whole thing. I would have been in charge of the yearbook department, so I might know a thing or two about cover design. But anyway, graphic design is your passion? Nah. The art of video is my passion. Though I guess graphic design and video design can go a little hand in hand. But anyway, Crescent Fresh, highest tier. That means, holy crap, the art quality, the art of the cover, it looks amazing. Never want to forget it. You want to get a giant poster of it and frame it on your wall. It is that good. Underneath it, gnarly. It's pretty cool. I love it. That is an amazing cover. Don't know if I'd want to frame it or anything, but it is still a good cover. Third tier. It's fine. Alright, it's okay. Neat little cover. Nothing that stands out about it, but nothing bad about it. So it's good. It's alright. And then, not bad. It's nice. It's not forgettable. The whatever tier. I have no opinions about it. I have nothing to say about it. Lame. Forgettable. Mildly forgettable. Oogle. Something about the cover. Nah. They could have done so much better than this. And then the very bottom. Heinous. Just rip the cover up. Throw it in the trash. It's bad. Okay. Boring introductions out of the way. Let's get to the fun stuff. Cover 1. Okay. There we go. Okay. Cover 1. The iconic one. Issue 1. Super Mario 2. Not Super Mario Brothers 2. Super Mario 2. With a free poster inside. Very iconic cover, especially now when not a lot of people may not even know about Nintendo Power. I'm gonna move the chat window just a tiny bit. Reading the tweets from the Art of Nintendo Power, which you should all check out. This is all sculpted in clay. It's like clay animation. Gnarly. I guess given how iconic it is, I would have said fine, but the iconicness gives it that slight edge by default even. Ugh, I'm tongue-tied. So, gnarly. Gnarly. So, next, we go from the iconic first ever Nintendo Power cover with Mario on it to this nightmare fuel for a family magazine. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. 14 pages of gory details. According to Nintendo Power issue 50, this was a literal nightmare for people that had to answer the phone calls of concerned and pissed off parents. Because you went from this to this. It would be like today. It would be like today going from a gaming magazine that had Paw Patrol on the front, and then the next issue being Scorn or Callisto Protocol. So gnarly. Gnarly just for how brave these artists were and the publishers for even daring to put this front and center. I mean, it's not even that gory to begin with. It's just Simon holding Dracula's head. That's all. No blood. Next. Issue 3, Track and Field 2, 16 explosive events, tear up the track. It's just a bunch of sneakers. It's just a bunch of kicks. With a rocket pack down in there. And the prototype precursor to Nidhogg, I'm guessing. Literally pumped up kicks. Come on, there we go. Not bad, I guess. The rocket pack, the rocket sneakers kind of saves it. Next. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link Blockbuster Review. This game was not good. And if Capsule were here right now, the two of us would have some serious discussions about how terrible this game is. This looks like a romance novel cover. It literally does look like a romance novel cover. Oh, and there's a Mondo poster in here, too. Oh, Mondo. Zelda 2, the romance novel. Lame. No offense to the Mondo poster, which may or may not be Mondo cool. Next. Ninja Gaiden. Oh, the smoke detector's going off in the neighbors. But anyway, Ninja Gaiden, new hit in cinema display. Featuring the widest Ryu. The widest Ryu that they could get. With a very not that bad looking aesthetic of a cover. The colors are very nice, but the guy they got to play Ryu. Guess not bad. The backdrop. The color choices of the backdrop, it saves it. Keeps it from being a terrible cover. Next. TMNT in quotations. This may or may not be the Ninja Turtles. Huge 10-page feature. It's huge. Plus. In 2 pluses, they really want you to know what's on here. Bayou Billy and Cobra Triangle. Leonardo is looking directly into your soul right now. Donnie got the last pizza. And Michelangelo is very jealous of Donatello right now. Raphael just wants to tear shit up like he always does. Whatever. Not a bad cover, not really a good cover, but whatever. Actually, nah, let's put it up to not bad. Ralph looks like the edible just hit, yeah. Let me put that up. Next. Mega Man 2, another cover in the style of the OG Super Mario 2 cover. Speaking of which, Super Mario Brothers 2. Oh, let me bring this to your attention really quickly. Look at how much magazines used to cost back then. $3.50 in the US, $4.50 in Canada. Oh, the times. And it's the anniversary, too. And yeah, this was a cool cover. Dr. Wily launches lunatic plots. Yep, this would be $15 right now. Hello, Oskai 2015, that's how you say it. Dr. Wily's lunatic plots. The instant kill Quickman stage. Yeah, that was his lunatic plot. Anyway, I'm gonna say that one is Crescent Fresh. Make that our first Crescent Fresh cover. We like how cool Dr. Wily's robot looks. Robot. Where is it? Yeah. And Dr. Wily himself looks pretty cool, too. Oh, wait, hold on. Just noticed. Starting with the romance novel cover, we get the very important official Nintendo seal of quality. That's how you know this is Nintendo. Next. Oh, I like this. I can already tell this is going to be a Crescent Fresh one. DuckTales. Woo! I like it because they actually got So they actually made Uncle Scrooge look straight out of the cartoon. And then everything else that's going on, it's like a mishmash Roger Rabbit style collab between realistic and cartoony. And yes, I do love this cover. Crescent Fresh. Might be the best cover so far, in my opinion. Next. Tetris. This is an almost dystopian look of Tetris. Get Tetrisized. Bonus. Dragon Warrior 36-page strategy guide. And Nintendo Power really pushed Dragon Warrior, which we all know now as Dragon Quest. Don't miss RoboCop, Willow, Iron Sword. One of these things is not like the other. It's fine. It's a fine cover. Next. Batman. Okay, this is the beginning of a pattern Nintendo would usually do. Whenever they would do a cover based on a franchise, a media tie-in, they would usually put the villains on the front because the villains were so cool. Yeah, the spacing on this one is definitely weird. But hey, it's an explosive special feature. Yeah, the background, I can't even tell what is going on back there. It's like parts of it are blurry and Batman's just out in the I don't know what the hell is going on with this one. So man. My gut says it's Oogle. It's an Oogle cover. The days before Photoshop. Photoshop. Next. Super Mario Brothers 3. A classic. And the greatest Mario Kart 8 driver down at the bottom, Larry. High Flying Adventures. It's a big bonus. 36-page Nintendo Pack Source Game Directory. This cover is gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. We'll talk more about Super Mario Bros. 3 in 2 issues from now. Next. Super C, which if you don't know, is the second NES Contra game. Extraterrestrial jungle action. But the problem with this is you can't really tell it's a Contra game just by this. You get the giant robot right there, but it's really hard to tell. It's hard to tell that you got a couple of Rambos down here waiting to ambush the robot. Oh, but there's classified info inserts. 36 pages of top secret tips. it's avant-garde. It's avant-garde, but it is also, I'm putting it in lame. Just because I can. Next, the single most important issue of my childhood. The strategy guide for Super Mario Bros. 3. I, for the life of me, cannot remember how I got this magazine, how I got this specific issue. This was my Bible too. I had to, once I got it, I would read it at least once a day. the pictures, some of the info, because I was legitimately a good reader for my age. I was reading at a higher level than most of my kids, and I blame this specific issue for that. That's all it was. Super Mario Bros. 3. This started my interest in Nintendo Power. This upped my interest in Super Mario Bros. 3. And Strategy Guide started my love for art books. You know what? I wonder if Strategy Guide started my love for art books as well. My mind. Sky, my mind just whoosh, blown. Maybe that's it. Because nowadays, if I find a cool art book, I'm gonna get it. I bet it's because of the strategy guides. As for the cover itself, what did I do? The other one was gnarly. This one's crescent fresh. And I don't even know what happened to that issue. I mean, I had a lot of Nintendo Powers, but they've gotten lost. Alas. What's next? Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Also, Go 13. It looks like Chip and Dale are kind of falling from somewhere. Hopefully their bums don't get burned on that light bulb. Oh, and hot take. You listening, everybody? Here's my hot take. I kinda like the Rescue Rangers game more than the DuckTales game. Now, for the record, the DuckTales game had better music, but Rescue Rangers was slightly better to me. Controversial, I know. But the cover itself, it's not bad. Nowhere near as good as the DuckTales cover. The DuckTales cover is great. Anyway, next. Ah, yes. I found this issue at a flea market. Ninja Gaiden 2. Learn the secret arts of a ninja master. I don't know how they pulled this one off back in the day, but holy crap. Not as good as the Mario one. I agree, not as good as the Mario one, but still very Crescent Fresh. Still absolutely a Crescent Fresh cover. The Ninja Gaiden games were very, very, very tough. Yet somehow they're still fun. Next. Maniac Mansion. Weirdos, Heroes, and Space Cadets. Also, Mission Impossible, Kickle Cubicle, Ninja Turtles arcade game, Solar Jetman, and the giant Game Boy feature. Maniac Mansion, the precursor to Day of the Tentacle, one of the greatest games ever, one of the greatest adventure games ever. Hashtag Adventure Game December. I like this cover. I don't know why. I'm putting it in fine. It's a fine cover. Cosmo Canyon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I cannot not like this cover. It's a good cover. Next. OG Final Fantasy. The retro mag, their scan of it kind of faded part of the cover, but yeah, there's Final Fantasy. Weapons, spells, friends, foes, maps lead to victory. Even with maps, the original Final Fantasy was tough. beatable, but tough. Now, you just need a very powerful black mage that wants to burninate everything in his path with his wonderful fighter sidekick. But the cover, though, it makes me... Oops. Get back here. The cover makes me think that... would make me think that Final Fantasy is a type of Dungeons & Dragons game. Which, not entirely wrong, but... it's not really a Dungeons & Dragons game. Stop it. It's... When someone says Final Fantasy, I'm not gonna think of this. So... it's... that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. What say you, chat? Choices are not bad, whatever, or lame. I'm kinda hovering between those three. It's not a terrible cover. It's not a wonderful cover. But it's hard to pinpoint how I feel about this. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Anyone else? The fire still burns. Whatever. I guess that's appropriate. It's like, is it bad? Is it good? You decide. Anyway, next. Oh, yeah, I like this one. Dr. Mario, Contagious Fun and Challenge. Well, I don't know about challenge, but fun, yeah. Another in the fantastic clay covers. Where shall we put Dr. Mario? I'm gonna say... gnarly. Join Super Mario Brothers. Next. Okay. This was the last of the Nintendo Power Strategy guides before the bigger players guides that they released. When I saw this cover for the first time, I thought that the four guys right there were just oh, whoops. There we go. I thought that the four guys on the cover were just blasting off into space, the space background. I didn't realize what they were actually doing. I'm wondering, did the Dr. Mario one show up? Here's the Dr. Mario one, in case that didn't pop up. Give it a moment. Nope, we already saw that one. Here's Dr. Mario one in case it didn't pop up. Okay, here's this. Yeah, I thought they were just blasting off, but they're just standing around playing 4-player games. This a strategy guide that promoted 4-player gaming. I'm putting this one in whatever. There. Yeah, whatever. It's whatever. Okay, I'll try to do better with the covers. Next. Mega Man 3. Oh man. The game, incredible, but wow, what a downgrade from the Mega Man 2 cover, right? Right? Woof indeed. Test your metal on a new mega mission. Oh. Oh no! No! That was Bunny. In case you didn't pick up. Oskai with the comment of the night. Heinous. Hilariously heinous. But Oskai with the tier, worse than anything I could have ever come up with. It looks like AI art. So for now, just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Anyway, next. Oh, I really loved. well, let's look back. Let's look at the mouth again. Let's check the mouth out really quickly. No, I don't want to look at the parrot right now. I want to look at the mouth. Yeah, you're probably right. Mouths don't work like that. But anyway, Star Tropics. Fantastic game. Fantastic cover. Very colorful. Probably the most colorful cover that Nintendo Power did for the first 5 or 6 years that they were in publication. Crescent Fresh. Next. Metal Storm. Let me check, make sure. Okay, Metal Storm. The only thing I really know about this game is there was a Game Center CX episode where Arino Kacho played this game, and this game looked tough. Very tough. But the robot looks cool in this cover. Don't know about the explosions back here, though. Or the background. But the robot looks awesome. So, it's fine. It's a fine cover. Next. Gunpla cover. Next. My eyes are drawn to the giant blade being thrown. And this guy back here throwing it. But the backdrop looks interesting. You got what I'm assuming is background from the game itself. And then whatever's going on down here. It's not bad. It's not a bad cover. Next. Vice Project Doom. It's a cosmic plot. I don't know if I'd say cosmic, but it's definitely a sci-fi. Not sure if random person holding binoculars will tell me anything about this game. Yeah, this was dropped on Nintendo Switch Online, and it was also on Game Center CX. I think the original title of this was Gundek? Or as Arino Kacho said at first, is this Die Hard? I'm putting this under lame. It's meh. Next. I think it's the scan that's making the contrast look iffy. Yeah, it's the contrast because the Nintendo Power seal is very faded. Yeah, Battletoads. Croaker Capers. I think this was their biggest issue at the time, too. Because not only did they cover the game itself, but there was also a Battletoads comic inside. You mean these meme faces? Battletoads. Lame. Next. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Hit movie. Was it a hit movie? Hot game. Hit movie. Hot game. You can't even read the text right there. It Altered Space and quote-unquote Roger Rabbit. I think the only thing I remember about the movie was the Bryan Adams song. But I think I vaguely remember Nintendo Power talking about this issue, saying, oh, we did a cover feature of this Robin Hood game 6 months before the game was actually released. Not entirely our fault, but that's what happened. I kind of like the illustration. It's not this illustration. This one. I'm not a fan of the color choices on the text, though. So we are going to put this under... It's not bad. I'd probably put it under fine, but the text is... The headers are too distracting for me. Next. Mega Man and Dr. Wily's Revenge. Now, this looks so much better than the Mega Man 3 cover. Mega Man and Dr. Wily's Revenge. I like this cover. Gremlin Wily. Dr. Wily was always a gremlin, though. I am going to put you... It's fine. It's a fine cover. Actually, no. Gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. Next. Hey, Super Mario World. It is the launch of the Super Nintendo. Is the cover... Oh, no, it's not showing up. There we go. Super Mario World. I like the way Yoshi is looking at Mario right now. And hey, we get the dolphins too, the dolphin jumps. Yoshi and Mario fly super high. I like the random quotations on each of these games, these titles. Super Mario World. It's a gnarly cover. You're gonna dump me in a pit, aren't you? Mario absolutely will dump you in a pit. First chance he gets. Next. Star Trek. Beam up to adventure. Okay, so you got the launch of the Super Nintendo. And you're gonna promote Star Trek. I guess this would be around the time the Next Generation was one of the biggest things on TV right now. No, I want Star Trek. I want Picard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Oskai. I mean, it's not a bad one, but there's still things wrong with it. So, it's not bad. Not a bad cover. Not bad. Not great. Anyway, next. Final Fantasy II. Not sure if that's supposed to be a chocobo. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Edge. I think that's supposed to be the Mist Dragon that you fight at the beginning of the game. Wark. Might, Mystery, and Magic. Final Fantasy II, aka Final Fantasy IV. One of the best Final Fantasies. It definitely is not Cecil, no. You know, come to think of it, no one in Final Fantasy IV would get away with whatever's going on right here. I'm gonna say it's a lame cover. Because I can. Next. Metroid. But which one is it? No, it's Metroid 2 Return of Samus. Return of Samus. Galactic New Game Boy hit. So it makes me wonder why they just said Metroid and not Metroid 2. But anyway, we got cool Samus right here, and the background of the original Metroid game, not the Game Boy Metroid. A little misleading, but yeah, that's not bad. You are going, yeah, not bad. That's why I have a not bad tier right here. And now we get to the fun covers, the one I'll probably be rambling on the most about. This is where my actual Nintendo power journey starts. Starting with the next issue, where I start getting them month after month after month. Boom. January 1992. Super Castlevania 4, Simon's Monstrous New Quest. New comics and more. And those comics. A link to the past comic and the Super Mario Adventures comic. The two best comics that Nintendo Power produced. And it all started right here with this very badass cover right here. I would absolutely frame that cover in a poster, so Crescent Fresh. It is absolutely a Crescent Fresh cover. Get over there. Wait, yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it up there for a little bit. Admire it. Admire the fact that there are new comics in here. Anyway, next. TMNT 3, The Manhattan Project. That was actually... Oh, there's something in the background that shouldn't be in the background. So yeah, anyway, Manhattan Project. It's actually a pretty good original title for the Nintendo. And kind of like Raphael, front and center. Meanwhile, Donnie is like, hey, can I get out? Raphael, no, this is my shoot, this is my cover. It's all about me now. This could have been a collector's cover where you could have bought one issue. Donnie is Majima. They could have done one issue has one of the turtles. But nah. Raphael. Donatello everywhere. Now I just want to hear Rob Paulson go, Raffy-chan! Whatever. It's a whatever cover. Next. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Magic, danger, and daring deeds. This is what I'm here for. What, are you here for the game or this specific issue right here? Because, yeah, it's probably one of the better live-action covers that they did. And the special designs, special effects, it doesn't look terrible as well. You grew up with this issue, did you? So we've got a special issue. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think this was also one of the first issues that I got as well. I mean, I eventually ended up with all of the 1992 issues, but I think this might have been the first 92 issue that I had. I was pretty lucky, and whichever store I got these magazines from, it might have been Electronics Boutique, they had a backlog of all the issues, so if you missed a month, that's okay. They had plenty of older issues. It's a gnarly cover. And just a sec. Okay, there we go. And A Link to the Past was one of the first games I ever beat, so everything for that game is pure nostalgia for me. Well, bravo to you, too. It's always good to have that first game. F-Zero was one of the first games that I ever beat, so I can understand that. Link to the Past, it's a tie between this and Super Metroid as to which one is my favorite Super Nintendo game. Nah, you're not old, you're retro. As am I. We are just retro classics. That's what I just said. Next. Yeah, we won't, yeah. Well, Hulk Hogan was still the biggest thing in wrestling. But yeah, this is an easy one. We won't waste time with this one. Heinous, because that's what Hulk Hogan is. Next, Darkwing Duck. Yow. Let's get dangerous. They knew exactly what they were doing with this. With that Let's Get Dangerous. Not as good as the DuckTales one. Bunny with the Darkwing Duck issue. I hate to get slightly personal here, but that does not surprise me that you had the Darkwing Duck issue. Yes, pretty good cover. Pretty good. Not too much happening, but still pretty good. I would say it's a fine cover. Fine indeed. Like the man himself. The man that wants to get dangerous. Next, Lemmings. Over the Edge excitement. It looks cute. Yeah. Not you. You. Whatever. I only remember this one because the comics, the Zelda comic, had Link defeating Aghanim, and the Super Mario Adventures issue in this particular magazine had Luigi in the Peach dress and Peach dressed as Luigi. Peach was so iconic in Super Mario Adventures. I wish we had that Peach more often. That's why stop it. That's why I remember this issue. Anyway, next, Street Fighter 2 hair-raising action. Look at the wrinkles on Geir. He looks so tired right now. His moves are BS, that's for sure. And he got even more BS with each update to Street Fighter. Oogly. It's Oogly. Just like Guile's AI. Oogly. Next. Mario Paint. I had this. Mario Paint was so fun. Music, moves, and masterpieces. Oh, and it's the return of Clay. I would put you under... It's fine. It's a fine cover. Whoops. Mario. Check out the Mamma Mia. Oh yeah, Mario definitely has it going on down there. Very curvy. Thick Mario. Next, though. Next. It's Felix the Cat. Also Dino City and Soul Blazer. But, first of all, was there a 90s child that actually was like, oh my god, Felix the Cat, I gotta watch that shit? I mean, no judging. Yeah. Stop it. Felix the Cat. Whatever. It's a whatever cover. Next. Super Mario Kart. Fun in the fast lane. See, this is a very inaccurate picture. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Koopa Troopa right here would be blasting past everybody else. Everybody else would be drifting into the wall or crashing into each other. But Koopa Trooper, the Koopa right here, he would do all the turns. He would hit all the turns. He would just be so far ahead. He would lap everybody twice. And I say this as the Geek to Geek esports champion of Super Mario Kart. And I won that title with Super Mario Kart. Thank you very much. Nixie, if you're still in here. What the F is wrong with Donkey Kong? Let's take a look. Donkey Kong wants you to check out his guns. He's also flirting with you in the chat, too, because he's winking at you while flexing. So if you have a partner, then you better bring him over here, because Donkey Kong is coming for you. Phrasing, I know. Anyway, it's not bad. Next. Once again, media tie-in, popular media tie-in, let's put the bad guy on the front. Although, to be fair, Darth Vader was a pretty iconic character. But hold up. The background is the end of Star Wars A New Hope. And then you got Darth Vader in the front. Challenge the dark side. Challenge the dark side, you will. Blurry Vader at that. Yeah, it was a blurry Vader. Very odd choices here. It's ugly. It's a very ugly cover. Next. Roadrunners Death Valley Rally. This is definitely a game I rented at Warehouse. Front and center was Beep Beep. I couldn't tell back then. I couldn't tell if it was Wile E. Coyote that was running or Roadrunner. There's too much going on in this picture for me. Not a fan. It is. Hold on a second. It is a lame cover. And I believe it is at this point where I was buying Nintendo Power so much that my family decided, okay, you know what, we're just going to subscribe to it. So now I start getting the issues in the mail. Starting with this one. The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Mega Man Spectacular. The Mega Man Spectacular, aka everybody draws Mega Man Robot Masters and submits them for the contest where your robot master design could appear in an upcoming Mega Man game. And I believe 2 Robot Masters that were submitted to Nintendo Power actually made it to Mega Man 6. Nightman and Windman. Nightman and Windman were submitted to this contest that they were doing. Also, fun fact, Dustman from Mega Man 4, Dustman was designed by a kid who would grow up to work on the One Punch Man manga. So that Mega Man contest, very instrumental to artists around the world. Anyway, the cover. He looks like he looks like he set the fire and is moonlighting as of the firefighter to his own horses. Yes. It's gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. Because Mickey is always evil. He is an evil son of a bitch. He's also a gremlin based on the latest Mickey Mouse cartoons. What is going on? Okay. Plus, he's the mascot of Disney. That should tell you how evil he is. I'm lost. Okay, next. Ew, this game. Ugh. This game is terrible. I mean, the level design's great. The game itself, terrible. Oh, and the new Star Fox comic started here. Stop it. I gotta say, this was around the time that the Addams Family had their cartoon, and the cover looks nothing like it. Not a fan. You are ugly. You are an ugly cover. Just like the game. Next. Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Busts Loose. This was actually a fun game. Very fun. I love this game. Also a very fun one. And hey, no bad guys in the front and center. We're tiny, we're toony, we're a little bit loony. We're all a little bit loony. And in this cartoony. Do. No, Tiny Toons. You are actually a gnarly cover. Next. Star Fox Super FX Heroics. Well, it doesn't look as bad as Mega Man 3. Stupid Fox just standing there posing like Zap Brannigan while the other three back there are working on their airships. It's that planet Slippy died on. Didn't he die on every planet though? Okay, Star Fox. You know what? It's actually a fine cover. It's a fine cover. There, okay. Terminal montage reference. Ah, gotcha. Now, part of me wants to see if I can coerce Bunny into photoshopping Zap Brannigan's face over Fox. Because that's totally something he would do. Anyway, next. Batman Returns. I actually still have this issue. But what is Batman looking at? He looks so confused. I like that picture of the penguin back there. It's not horrible. The bat, the cat, the penguin. But we all know why we're here for Batman Returns. The cat. Never played the game, but the movie. A fun movie. The cover, though... Get out of here. The cover... Whatever. Next. Ah, God. I knew it was coming, but Rash's shiny bright teeth kind of caught me by surprise. And those very beautiful... No, not yet. Those beautiful eyes. Just look at how beautiful they are. Such beautiful eyes. And those teeth. His teeth look better than Roman Reigns' teeth. Wow. Oh, and there's Double Dragon in the background. But Battletoads. Oh, man. I'm sorry to put you in the category of AI Mega Man and Hulk Hogan, but that is just heinous. That is just a heinous cover right there. Next. Nintendo Power's 50th issue. And what a game they chose for that cover. Link's Awakening, one of the most beautiful games ever produced for the Game Boy. I absolutely cannot wait to play and record this for Gauntlet next year. It is a very, very pretty cover. My one tiny gripe with the cover, though, is a whole lot of nothing going on in the background. That is the one thing keeping me from making this a Crescent Fresh cover. But otherwise, it is a very nice looking cover. So you're gnarly. You're a gnarly cover. Oh, holy crap, it's JP. Hey, JP. Welcome to the tier. We just made it through the first 50 issues. We got everything. We got everything from the Crescent Fresh tiers to a tier so bad that it's just heinous. And the only things that were heinous were AI Art, Mega Man, Hulk Hogan, and whiter than Roman Reigns' pearl teeth. Yeah, I'm actually streaming, and people are actually chatting with me. What is this? This is very alarming to me. I guess these are the kind of streams that get people's attention, not me playing games. Anyway, next. Oh, Vega! You piece of trash. You are a good fighter, but wow, you are do not yay Vega in my chat, bunny. That is the only acceptable Vega. But this isn't Jamie Lee Curtis Vega. But I hate to admit it, it's not a terrible cover. Vega, you're such a piece of shit. But your cover's fine. God damn it, I hate it so much. Reluctantly a fine cover. Next. Super Mario All-Stars Lost Levels Havoc. Featuring rock and roll racing from some company that deserves to be burned to the ground. It's a cute cover. It's nice. Very nice cover. Vega's theme is probably my favorite Street Fighter 2 jam. It is a good jam. Street Fighter 2, the original one, had a lot of great jams. All courtesy of the brilliant Yoko Shimomura. Mostly Yoko Shimomura, I should add. Super Mario All-Stars. It's gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. It also warns you of the nightmare veggie that is the poisonous mushroom. That is absolutely true. I feel like I should brag a little bit. I actually beat every single level of Lost Levels before I learned its nature of being one of the most difficult Mario games ever. Maybe it was a fine game. Anyway, next. Super Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. The Force Prevails. This is actually a nice cover. It actually has a scene from the movie. And Yoda does not look horrible. Speaking of the hardest SNES games. Oh god, the Star Wars games. Especially this one. Tough. Very tough. I say... gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. Next. Secret of Mana, Mysterious Travelers, Magical Adventure. This dragon that looks absolutely nothing like anything that appears in the actual Secret of Mana game. You know, like they did with the Final Fantasy and, what was another one? What was another misleading cover that they did? Super C. Not what I'd expect for that. Yeah. It's a fantasy game. Yeah. It has to have a dragon. The dragons in Secret of Mana looked so cute, though. This... nah. You are lame. You're a lame cover. Next. Disney's Aladdin. Wicked Plot. Wild Genie. Also Nintendo Power. Disney's Aladdin. We're not going to put the genie anywhere on the cover. We're not going to put the most popular character from that entire movie. Instead, we're going to put Jafar on the front. I mean, Jafar, the Disney version of Jafar was actually badass, but if you're going to talk about the genie, why not put the genie on the front? Oh man, the debate. Capcom versus Virgin Games Aladdin. They're both fun for different reasons. The Capcom Aladdin was a lot easier than the Virgin Games Aladdin, though. But the Virgin Games Aladdin looked better and was animated better. And then the level designs were more fun. Just harder. Wait a second. Prince Ali looks a little too happy to be escaping the Cave of Wonders right now. Jafar. Jafar looking very proud of himself right now, and Iago just silently judging him right now. That's probably what led to Iago's face turn in Aladdin Return of Jafar. I'm all Capcom. My wife hates me. Hey, well, the Capcom Aladdin was a fun game. It's a good game. Nothing bad about it. No judging. But yeah, the Aladdin cover. It's not bad. It's not a bad cover, but very questionable. Speaking of Capcom, boom! Mega Man X. And the start of Nintendo Power changing the font of their main headers. Oh, I was so excited for Mega Man X. I think this was the first game I pre-ordered. I learned how to pre-order games because I really wanted to play this one. I did not want to rent it. I knew I wanted to buy the game. Outside of the redrawn arm, nice use of the official art. Yep, Mega Man X turns 30 next year, and I almost considered it for my lineup of Gauntlet games featuring games celebrating their 30th birthday. I almost put that in there. But maybe I'll do it for the 94 one, because technically Mega Man X did have a 94 release too. Yep, it is one of the few games... No, know what? I did have a physical copy of it, but I traded it in. That's fine. It's fine. Anyway. thanks to Thrift Luck. It's a gnarly cover. Next. Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. Oh, this game. It looked cool, but wow, what a hard game. A whole cast of loony characters. It's a whatever cover. Kind of hard to... Was there any fun Nintendo Bugs Bunny title? The ones that... The Tiny Toons games where Bugs Bunny had a cameo? Does that count? Next. Wario Land. Super Mario Land 3. This is a nice cover. Perfectly depicts Wario. Treasure Hunt on Kitchen Island. Super NES and NBA Jam, too. Gnarly. Oh my god, it is Naked Snake. Someone needs to tell Maddie. I have had this game since its release. I remember my mom buying it for me from KB Toys. Oh, KB Toys, that's where I think that's where I got some of these magazines, too. Other magazines and toys and games. KB Toys, legend. Legend status. Next. Ken Griffey Jr. after the party in his mouth that everybody was invited to. Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball. So, chat, any guesses as to what Ken Griffey Jr. is actually playing right now? Also, my dad taught me the Wario Land 1 cheat code. Yeah, that was a fun cheat code to learn. But yeah, what is Ken Griffey Jr. playing? The Super NES baseball game from JoJo. Home Alone, that piece of crap. Yeah, he's totally playing Home Alone 2 right now. The kid's greatest hits. The kid's greatest hit until he hit all of Seattle with a backstabber. He left the Mariners after we built a brand new field just for him. He's a deserter. So... I'll put it under lame, then. Sorry, former Washington resident. Next. Super Metroid. Massive action. Mega moves. Oh, it's the return of the random quotes. Super Metroid offer in the next page. Oh, here's Samus. No, that's not Samus. Here's Samus, and here's the random super quote. Kind of an odd depiction of Super Metroid. Kind of. It's not bad. Oh? Mercury's Steam might be tapped for a Super Metroid remake? Not sure how I'd feel about a remake of Super Metroid. Unless it did a bunch of quality of life improvements, I like the game. I like the game way too much. Honestly, I wish they would port a whole bunch of 3DS and Wii U games on the Switch. Anyway, go away. Huh? Thank you, Bunny. Been all sniffly, decorating for Christmas, and I got a bunch of dust in my nose. Aww. Thank you, Bunny.
I brought you tissue.
Yeah, she brought me tissue. Next. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is here. Not you. You. Look inside for the hottest tip of all.
Phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing. I was just about to say. Wow, Nintendo Power.
How did that get past somebody in editing?
I love Donkey Kong 94 as well. I still own my physical copy of the game. And slight spoiler, maybe, if anybody cares, my Gauntlet series will reach episode 100. Not next year, but the year after. I'm kind of leaning towards Donkey Kong 94 being episode 100. Wait, I thought the fireballs worked for Donkey Kong. Yeah, Donkey Kong's usually the one that, is the one. Oh, thank you, JP. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong hid your little indicator. Oh, and thank you, Ozkai. Here, let me fix something here. Nope. Alert box. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay. But anyway, I am going to judge this cover based on the hottest tip of all, just for that. It is a fine cover. Even if if it's in 2024, then that's perfect. Even if the bigger 30th for Donkey Kong is going to be Country. Donkey Kong Country, fun game, but Donkey Kong 94 was better. That's my hot take. Oh, whoops. Yeah, hold on. There we go. Anyway, next. T-Hawk wanting you to look at his abs. Super Street Fighter 2, new fighters on the streets. Oh, and this issue. I have vivid memories of this issue because this was the first time that Play It Loud, the Play It Loud campaign was shoved in my face. But I have things to say. Super Street Fighter 2. Fun game. But I am not going to think about T-Hawk. I am going to think about the greatest video game character ever, and that is Cammy White.
No bias.
No, wait. You're wrong. There is bias. Because I am the local Cammy simp. Alright, you see, kids, way back in my day, we didn't have DLC. We just remade the game in an all-new expansion cartridge. That is absolutely true. Capcom and Street Fighter were notorious for this. So yeah, if you don't know me all that well, I am literally Jamie Lee Curtis yelling Cammy anytime someone talks to me about Street Fighter. I am literally that.
All you need to know about MDi is that he loves Cammy.
I absolutely do love Cammy. And it will be very obvious when I post the next episode of Gauntlet, which is Super Street Fighter 2, the original arcade version, where I played through the entire game as Cammy, in honor of not just her 30th anniversary, the 30th anniversary of her debut, but also her birthday is next month. But anyway, I digress. The cover. Whatever.
Anytime Cammy is around, the inner monologue of MDi is Dreamweaver just starts to play.
These are facts. These are facts from your bunny cameo right here.
Your friendly neighborhood bunny cartoon.
Now JP, I was actually okay as T-Hawk back then. T-Hawk was not a bad fighter to use. But Cammy, I mean, you're also talking to someone who's good as Honda and as Balrog. But Cammy. Next. Stunt Race FX. Back then I thought this game was fun, but wow, it is actually a very clunky racer. But the bike was cool. And the cover... It's actually a fine cover. It's alright. It's alright. A game that only recently got out of the Nintendo made this expensive hole. And one of the first that you had to play loud. Next. Oh, right. This was supposed to be Illusion of Gaia, but instead it became Mortal Kombat 2. Unedited, uncut, unbelievable. Nintendo wanted you to know that, hey, we have blood in our Mortal Kombat now. You can stop playing the Sega Mortal Kombats. Please? Play it loud? Mortal Kombat 2 with blood? Now, I will give them credit that they actually made Scorpion look like an undead creature from hell. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES was actually a pretty good port. Probably my favorite version of Mortal Kombat 2. My favorite is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I have so many reasons for that. But Mortal Kombat 2 was pretty fun, especially Super Nintendo. It is definitely right up there with Castlevania 2's cover, so gnarly. My dad was the opposite. He didn't mind me renting Doom, but Mortal Kombat, no. If he found out about it, no, you cannot play that. Next. There's our illusion of Gaia. There's our illusion of Gaia. Intrigue, fantasy, and a doomsday comet. Yeah, probably Frieden. Because Will certainly did not look that buff. Nor was his hair that glorious. Also, everybody called it a Zelda clone. Yeah, they absolutely did call it a Zelda clone, which it wasn't. Because its box art emulated... Nintendo really wanted to push Illusion of Gaia. They had Final Fantasy VI, well, Final Fantasy III. They had that in the palm of their hands, but Illusion of Gaia. But for the record, Illusion of Gaia is a fantastic game with a really good score and one of the most bittersweet ending themes, ending pieces. But yeah, we want you to play this over Final Fantasy III. The cover, though, gnarly. Another gnarly one. Next. Donkey Kong is here again. It's a whole new level of animation. Now, I totally get why they pushed this one. Because for 1994, Donkey Kong Country looked amazing. The game looked better than this cover, though, that's for sure. Of course, I bought it during one of GameStop's Screw Retro liquidation prices. Good times. The Donkey Kong Country cover, it's not bad. To think Donkey Kong Country almost forced Miyamoto to make Yoshi's Island in its style. Yeah, it did. And I'm so glad that Miyamoto stuck with his vision of Yoshi's Island. Next. Earthworm Jim. Now. I got mixed feelings. On one hand, Earthworm Jim is fun. But yes, exactly. On the other hand, screw Doug 10 med pal tanep Doug turfy son of a bitch. Yeah. So we'll just oh, hold on. Come on. There we go. So we'll just stick you down, way down here. Way down there. Anyway, next. Batman, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I actually like this cover. And this was when Nintendo Power decided, hey, we want to get away from that old late 80s look with just the giant header in the small header. But here, we found a way to tell you what all is going to be in our issue, or at least most of it. And I am going to put you under Crescent Fresh. It has been a while, it feels like, but I really like this cover. Virtual... Yeah, that's right. The year Virtual Boy came out. Oh, we'll be talking about the Virtual Boy in just a little bit, so you just hang tight right there. Next, Mega Man X2. Cool, classic. Enhanced. Oh, right, it says enhanced, but you couldn't tell that was yellow on white. What the crap? Oh, contest. Be an extra on Sequest GSV. The background, I think the background, I like the background way more than everything else that's going on right here. Wait, Wheelgator's blood? Enhance! Not seeing any blood. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, I get you now. Anyway, the Mega Man X2 cover. It is kind of ugly. I mean, Mega Man X2, excellent game. Probably my favorite of the X series, but the cover, yeah, not a fan of some of the design choices. But yeah, I get you now. Next, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I love Tournament Edition. I like this game. This game is so fun. I love being able to go through the Easter eggs and to play as the to play as the mascots. Well, at least we were eventually able to play Star Fox 2. 20-some years later. The cover. Not a good looking cover, I'll admit. Not terrible, but not very good looking. So, lame. Next. Portal to Adventure Stargate. See, you knew that back then Nintendo Power was all about covering all kinds of games, regardless of how popular it was, or how exciting it was, or how big it was. Because, well, let's see, this was 95? Yeah, 95. While everybody else was promoting the biggest arcade games and the 32-bit games, consoles like 3DO, and yeah, you get Stargate. But wait a minute, JP. Why would you want to read about Secret of Evermore? Let's do that. Why would you want to read about Secret of Evermore when you could be reading about the new 64? And also codes, codes, codes. It's just like girls, girls, girls. Codes, codes, codes. The Secret of Evermore. That was actually a game that I attempted to record for Gauntlet, but I couldn't finish it because my computer had to be sent in for repairs. Oh, hey, the Dream Team, do you know gaming talked about recently? Oh, okay, interesting. Good to know, good to... Go away. There we go, MDi Jam. No, Stargate. This is Stargate. Go away. Ugly. Yeah, the movie was okay. I mean, I had fun watching it. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I did when I watched it so long ago, but that cover, yeah. Next. It's Kirby! I actually have this issue. I think one of my friends got it from Ivana's shop, actually. Hashtag not an ad. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Kirby's Dream Land 2. Kirby's Dream Land 2 was actually a fun game. And with how big Kirby got, I'm surprised it took this long for Nintendo Power to put Kirby on the cover. But I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 2 is a pretty good game, and yeah, you did have to rescue Rick the Hammer in this very terrifying looking dungeon that Rick is in, which doesn't exist in the actual game. But everything else looks nice. Oh, yes! Oh, yeah. I also love this issue because you get to learn about going online with gaming. Oh. I should do a MDi format on this issue alone because of all the things it told you about gaming online. Oops. I didn't really play Dreamland 3 that much, so I couldn't really answer that. Alright, Kirby's Dream Land 2. It's not bad. Background kind of ruins it for me. Oh, Nintendo. Oh! Hot take there. But this stream has been full of those. Full of hot takes. Next. Weapon Lord. Not you. Weapon Lord. Giant weapons. Ancient warriors. Also, the new 64 unveiled. Yeah, the art is pretty rad. But Weapon Lord, I don't really remember that game that much. Oh, hold on. They had Earthbound. But no, they pushed Weapon Lord because fighting games. But the Weapon Lord cover, yeah, it's gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. Yeah, but it had to have sold more than Weapon Lord. Because who remembers Weapon Lord now? Next. Oh, wait. Is it Virtual Boy? Is next to Virtual Boy? No, it's not. It's not. It is Donkey Kong Land. When Pigs Fly. Also in this issue, Chrono Trigger. Also, Japan's RPGs. did I forget to mention that in 1995, Nintendo Power started a section for role-playing games called Epic Center. Hahaha, get it? Epic Center, Epicenter. But yeah, Donkey Kong Land. The way I played the Donkey Kong Country games for a long time because my parents found land cheaper. Mom, I want to play Donkey Kong Country. We have Donkey Kong Country at home. The Donkey Kong Country at home. This. Honestly, it gets a whatever from me. Now, the next one has to be Virtual Boy. It is Virtual Boy! Forget Chrono Trigger, forget Earthbound. Look at this shit! Virtual Boy, immerse yourself! 20-page, 3D exclusive. Oh, also Yoshi's Island. But the Virtual Boy. Nah, it's redder. It's redder. Yeah, I only played this at a retail kiosk, too. Dog. My dog. It's actually a pretty cool cover, I'll admit. So, it's a fine cover. I'm gonna put it right there. It's fine. Next. Oh, this is a cool one. Killer Instinct. I have a physical copy of this game. I got it for free off of Listia, if anybody remembers that. Killer Instinct. Hot combos from the pros. Combo breaker, yeah. Oh, this person was about to lose their subscription. You are a Crescent Fresh cover. Also, the hardest Donkey Kong Country 2. Was it harder than Donkey Kong 64, though? I don't know, yeah, I guess it was pretty hard, but... I still beat it. I still mastered it. Now you could nerf the game with that 75 Creme coin cheat at the very beginning. 64 absolutely was a bloated collectathon. It absolutely was. You are not wrong about that, JP. Next. Yoshi's Island! What a fantastic game this was. Also, straight out of Mario's ass, it's Super Mario RPG. That's how you know that Super Mario RPG is gonna be the shit. Nah, stop it. This cover, it's a fine cover. It's fine. Actually, no, I'm putting it in gnarly. It's a gnarly cover. That's the joke. Next. Yikes. That's not contrast right here. This is actually how ugly this one looked. Yes, best Yoshi's Island boss is Raphael. Yes. Mortal Kombat 3, combat codes. I love the combat codes in Mortal Kombat 3. But Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was just hitting arcades at the time. So that was more fun than this. But this cover, Cyrax looks hideous here. I'm sorry. He looks bad, and the background, I guess, it's okay. I don't like it. I do not like it. You are a heinous cover. Look at you, once so proud, now go away and never return. Yes, this was the one to introduce the Cyber Ninjas, Cyrax and Sector. Oh, and Smoke. The game that made you feel like a badass when you knew how to play as Cybernetic Smoke. Next. JP's favorite game from '95, Donkey Kong Country 2. Noob Saibot. He was actually introduced in Mortal Kombat 2. In Mortal Kombat 3, Noob Saibot was just the shadow silhouette of Kano. The controller. That controller. It was a thing. Harry rescuing Kremlin. Now, here's my hot take. Best score for a Super NES game? This one, Donkey Kong Country 2. I like it more than the RPGs. Nintendo's worst controller design. Yeah, kind of hard to argue that. Very hard to argue that. Boom. Where should we put this? It's a fine cover.